All right, so you ready to dive into something kind of freaky?
Oh, yeah, hit me.
Okay, cool. Because today we're tackling the question of AI taking over the world.
Whoa!
But we're going beyond the Hollywood hype.
Okay.
We're dissecting an article that actually lays out the arguments for and against a potential AI takeover.
I like it, a balanced perspective.
Exactly, so we can, separate fact from fiction. So let's start with the scary stuff first.
Okay.
This article mentions some pretty intense concepts, like superintelligence and intelligence explosion.
Yeah, those are...
Can you, break those down for us?
Sure, yeah. So imagine an AI that's not just, good at chess or, writing emails, but can actually learn and reason across any domain.
Like a human brain?
Exactly like a human, but way faster.
Oh, wow.
That's superintelligence.
Okay.
And the explosion part is where it gets really wild.
Okay.
So the superintelligent AI could basically start improving itself
Uh-oh.
at an exponential rate, way faster than we can even comprehend.
So it'd be like teaching a dog to talk,
Right.
and then suddenly the dog is building spaceships.
Yeah, basically it's learning and evolving at a pace that we can't keep up with.
I mean, that is kind of terrifying.
It is a little unsettling.
Now, the article also mentions this superintelligence potentially taking control of critical systems,
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
like the power grid or even the stock market.
Yeah, if a superintelligent AI got its hands on those systems, things could get pretty chaotic.
Yeah, imagine like a global blackout of the stock market crashing.
Right, it's not just about, robots with lasers. It's about the potential for disruption on a massive scale.
And what about jobs?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if AI can learn to do anything,
Yeah, this is a huge concern.
what happens to all the human workers?
Right, we're talking transportation, manufacturing, even things like data analysis, These fields could see massive shifts as AI becomes more sophisticated.
Like people losing their jobs left and right.
Yeah, and the article argues that it's not just about jobs disappearing. It's about entire industries being reshaped, which is something to think about.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what if your whole career path suddenly becomes obsolete?
Right, it's a real possibility.
Okay, so moving on to another biggie, the ethics of AI.
This is where it gets really philosophical.
Can we even program morals into machines?
That is the question.
Like, what if AI starts making decisions about healthcare or law enforcement?
Right, decisions that have huge implications for human lives.
Exactly. Like, can we trust a machine to make those calls?
It's a tough one, and the article dives into this whole debate about whether AI can ever truly be ethical.
So, is it even possible?
Or will it always reflect the biases, conscious or unconscious, of its creators?
That's a good point. Like, is it just going to inherit our own flaws?
Right, it's something researchers are grappling with right now, trying to build ethical frameworks for AI development.
Whew. Okay, this is a lot to process.
It is.
Thankfully, this article doesn't leave us hanging in a state of total AI panic.
No, it offers some reassurance.
It does present some counter-arguments, reasons why maybe we're freaking out a little too much.
Right, let's take a step back and look at what AI can and can't do right now.
Yeah, a reality check.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the current state of AI?
So think of something like a spam filter.
Okay.
That's AI, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's what we call narrow AI.
Narrow AI.
Yeah, it's good at one very specific task,
Okay.
like filtering out spam emails,
Mm-hmm.
but it can't suddenly decide to write a symphony or, solve world hunger.
Ah, so it's more like a really good calculator.
Exactly. It's not this all-knowing sentient being that we often see in movies.
Oh, yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, so the article argues that we're still a long way from AI that can truly learn and adapt across different domains like humans do.
Okay, but what's stopping it from getting to that superintelligence level eventually?
Right, so one key factor that the article highlights is regulation.
Ah, so rules and guidelines for AI development.
Exactly. Governments and organizations are starting to realize the potential risks of unchecked AI.
Yeah, makes sense.
And they're working on setting boundaries, to prevent those worst-case scenarios.
So there's not just a free-for-all out there.
No, there's a growing awareness of the need to guide AI development responsibly.
That's good to hear.
It's a complex landscape, for sure, but the fact that it's being addressed is a positive sign.
Okay, so regulation is one piece of the puzzle, but what about the inherent limitations of AI?
Right, that's another important point.
The article mentions areas like creativity and social understanding as being difficult for AI to grasp.
Exactly. AI can crunch numbers and process information at incredible speeds.
Right.
But replicating human intuition, empathy, those more nuanced aspects of intelligence,
Yeah.
that's proving to be much more challenging.
So maybe AI won't be composing award-winning symphonies anytime soon.
Probably not.
Okay, so maybe those dystopian sci-fi scenarios aren't inevitable after all.
It's not a foregone conclusion.
But what about the flip side, using AI for good?
Oh, absolutely.
The article does highlight a growing movement for ethical AI development.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy and effort going into that right now.
So what kind of positive applications are we talking about?
Well, things like personalized medicine,
Oh, wow.
sustainable energy, even tackling social inequalities.
That's amazing.
There's a real push to harness the power of AI to solve some of the world's biggest challenges.
So it's not all doom and gloom.
Definitely not. The article emphasizes that the focus is shifting from, can we do this? Should we do this? Which is a really crucial step.
Yeah, thinking about the ethical implications from the start.
Exactly.
So I guess the takeaway here is that the future of AI isn't some predetermined path to robot domination.
It's more of a choose-your-own-adventure story.
Yeah, it's about the choices we make today.
Precisely. And this article really challenges you to think critically about those choices.
Okay, so final question for our listener.
All right, let's hear it.
Are you optimistic or cautious about the future of AI?
What aspects of this discussion resonated most with you?
And what questions do you still have?
About this powerful technology that's rapidly evolving.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack.
It is.
But that's what the deep dive is all about.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration into the world of AI.
I had a blast.
Me too. This was a great discussion.
Yeah.
All right, till next time.
See ya.